Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails. Guys, we just got a huge road ahead post. Every single person who creates content is making a video for it, so I thought I'd get in on it. Just a couple things. I haven't actually watched like any of the videos, so I'm sure I'm rehashing some of these things. Maybe, though, I've thought of a few new things. Who knows? I'm going to try to move through it pretty quick. Lots and lots being said here in this road ahead thing. Let's see if we can make this under like 10 minutes or under. I doubt we do it under, but let's try it. So we've got so much announced, guys. This road ahead in April 2021. They're saying, hey guys, check it out. Bad Batch is coming out. We have cool animations. And I'm like, well, I've already noticed that. Thank you very much. But here's the thing, guys. So they basically said that now they're transitioning. We're not doing the Mandalorian era anymore. We're doing the Clone Wars era again. So, I mean, and you can kind of tell Bad Batch is coming out. We have 4 characters for that, at least. We've got Commander Ahsoka Tano. So everyone's going to call her Cat. And I don't actually have any problem with that. She's going to be unlockable in Conquest. And all that means is I'm going to have to work really hard to get that red box on my alt every time. Really rough. But they did put out a thing about like a schedule, basically, on how quickly we can actually get new Conquest characters and how they're going to appear in the Conquest stuff. I won't get into the weeds here, but I do think it's really cool. I think it's actually relatively reasonable. Like, you can unlock after 3 hard conquests if you get the full max rewards and all the purchases and everything. So that should be interesting. Kat said one thing I thought was very interesting here, actually, guys, is they're saying that Cat, Ahsoka Tano, is going to be stronger than a marquee character, but not quite at the scale of an epic confrontation unit, which is really interesting. Like, what exactly does that mean? Because marquee, like, there are a lot of really good marquee characters. I guess epic confrontation, that, like, there aren't any characters that are that much better than them, other than the Galactic Legends. So, like, you know, Malak and General Skywalker, but she'll be, like, slightly worse than them. I mean, pretty cool. She's going to be good. I don't think she's going to be a clone. Well, of course she's not going to be a clone. I don't think she's going to be a Jedi, though, guys. I think this takes place during Season 7 of the Clone Wars, so she's already turned her back on them. I think she's just going to go with clones. And what the speculation right now is that... And I didn't come up with this. This was someone else. I read someone on the Discord was saying, and it makes a little bit of sense. Like, the idea being that maybe Echo starts going with the Bad Batch and she'll slot into the 501st instead, and she'll get the 501st tag. I mean, she'll probably get the 501st tag. I don't know what she's going to do. I don't know what we're going to do with her. Should be interesting. Second Ahsoka, and without the Jedi tag is my guess, though. So, all right. So we've got the schedule of releases. That's pretty awesome, actually. I love that that's going to happen. Okay, the next big one, guys. Okay, so they're doing I don't really care about the Conquest catch-up. They're upgrading Conquest. No one cares. Actually, they do. People like Conquest, I realize. I'm not a huge fan, but that's okay. Actually, it's been a lot of fun. It just takes a lot of time, is all I'm saying, guys. All right, so next Galactic Legend, guys, folks, people, so they're coming out. We're getting Galactic Legends from the same era. Note that it says Legends, so we're going to get more than one, but they're going to do it differently this time. We're going to get Kenobi. And, that doesn't surprise many people. I think Kenobi, Jedi Master Kenobi, Jamak, if you will. I hate it. What was it? Someone's called him Kenobi because he's the new Kenobi. I thought that was funny. It's like super dumb as it is. Anyways, so they're gonna do They're gonna do Kenobi, and then they're gonna do another one. Gonna be a dark side, and guys, I think the next one's gonna be Maul. I would almost, I don't know. I was gonna say bet your buttons, and I was like, does anyone have buttons anymore? And even if they did, would they care to, you know, if they lost them? Anyway, so I'm like derailing myself, dear Lord. Here's my big speculation, guys, and this is the big piece for me. So everyone who's been following me knows I really want my Mandalorian faction to be good. Really want them to just keep producing things for the Mandos, and I think that this is actually the most hopeful thing yet. So I think we're gonna get Kenobi, and then I think my guess is we're gonna need Maul. We're gonna get Maul. We're gonna be in this time period, this the Clone Wars era again. I think here's just my speculation. I bet that we get Satine, the ruler of Mandalore and the like kind of love interest of Kenobi. If you guys have seen the Clone Wars, you know what happens to her. I won't spoil it entirely, but she and Maul definitely have some conflict, and my guess is that we're going to get her as a Marquis at some point. She'll be a great Mandalorian leader and is going to make that faction actually good, because right now they're just kind of hanging out, not doing much. And then so she'll make that faction actually decent, is my speculation, and then she'll be required in the Maul unlock eventually once Kenobi's out and Maul is starting to be released. So look for Satine in the coming Marquis. That is my guess. Really hope we get her. Seems really fun. A true Mandalorian leader. That would be cool. We could stand like. Of any of the new eras that they could go into for new characters and gear and all of that, I think for me the most hopeful one for Mandalorian content is going to be this one, the Clone Wars. So we'll see, but that's my guess. And otherwise, so they're gonna announce the new stuff. I already have this one, guys. This Group 1 requirements, because if you remember, I don't know how many of you remember, but I did wail on the Bo-Katan. And I regret it, kind of, but now it's like, hey, hey, I don't have to worry about her at all. So, pretty cool. I think we're gonna get Maul though. That's like robot leg Maul and I think he'll have Mando synergy. Actually, I think he'll have Mando synergy, and maybe he'll be a scoundrel. We'll see. We'll see. I think he's gonna be like Crime Syndicate Maul, if I had to guess. One other thing about GK, guys. It's gonna be tough to. Who knows what we're going to call him? Like, JMK is just going to be so tough to differentiate between JML and then JKL, JKR. It's just too many J's. So one other thing, though, guys. So people are asking, will Ki-Adi-Mundi be required for Kenobi? And here's my guess. I don't think he's going to be required. I don't think Ki-Adi-Mundi, I don't think that's a winning play by CG. Because not enough people, like there are tons of people still who don't have 7-star, like tons of really high-end players too who have just stayed loyal to their like middle level guild, and like they're still like months and months away from unlocking, and maybe eventually he'll be a requirement. My guess though for this character, so Kenobi's going to be Galactic Republic Jedi. He's going to be. My guess is he's not. Cam isn't going to be required to unlock him. I think Cam will be part of the best version of the Kenobi squad. I think that Kenobi will be the leader, and then he'll give enough to the other characters that you can actually finally run a full Jedi. Galactic Republic Jedi squad, and Ki-Adi-Mundi will be part of it. His Zeta will finally actually be relevant. That is my guess as well. I don't think Cam's going to be required. I do think he's going to be essential for this character to be successful. So guys, start putting some pressure on your guilds. Like, I don't want to cause division, but guys, if you don't have Ki-Adi-Mundi, you're going to want him, even if you don't need him to unlock, which I don't think you will. but you're gonna want him with this Galactic Legend. 100% think that's true. Like, I will stand by that forever. So we're already past 10 minutes, but we're gonna keep going just for just a minute here. We got May the 4th coming up. We're gonna get, they already told us that we're getting 3 Clone Wars Chewie shards. Kind of too bad that they spoiled that, because it's just been a funny thing that we assume we were gonna get. And then, let's see, title updates, kind of cool. Here's the thing, guys. They're talking about how, well, they're going to be changing little things about different stuff, like the early game experience. Great. This, in my opinion, this is what like people keep saying, like, oh, well, when are we ever going to get a quality of life update? When are we ever going to get that? That's what this is. That's going to be a sustained quality of life thing, is what they're announcing. You know, so they already did the improved guild search thing. They're doing the Grand Arena updates, which we've already talked about. And then I think, you know, they're going to mess around with the new player experience, which means maybe I just scrap Prevail Man and move on to a new account, depending on how drastic the changes are. That might be fun, might be better, who knows. Stay tuned for that. Then the last thing I want to point out, guys, this is important, this is very important, and I don't know exactly what it means. Well, it may end up not being that important, but look at the last line. As you can see, there's a shipload of changes coming to the game. A shipload, what does that mean exactly? I mean, very clearly intentional here, I think. So I think that it could mean two things. Number one, it could mean that we're getting ship loadouts, because we have, as a community, we've cried out, all of us want ship loadouts. Like, it would help so much in so many different things. It's you know, and it's very difficult as non-programmers to understand why CG hasn't been doing that. So I think there are good reasons, but at the same time, I think that's something they need to do, even if it takes them like too many resources for how much it actually benefits the community. It seems like something they kind of just need to do it. So there could be that, and that would be nice. Or it could just mean that we're going to be getting a ton of new ships, and that would be also very welcome. Right now, we don't even have enough ships. If we wanted to take all 8 capital ships out with a full complement of ships, like, we couldn't actually do that. We run out of ships. We'd have to undersize with a couple of them at least. So just something to think about, guys. We might be getting new ships, hopefully soon. We need a ton of ships. Resistance needs more. Like, we only have 3 in that whole faction. We could really use a tank for that faction. We could use other things. First Order could use a tank and use more fleshed out. Like, maybe we'll get Padme's ship. I think that was in Ando's stream the other day. You know, that, or yesterday, today, one of the days, someone was saying, like, yeah, but that would suck. Like, she can't even attack. And I'm like, have you played with Watt? Have you ever used Watt or C-3PO or Hoda? Like, not an issue. Like, who cares if Padme's ship can't attack? Like, it's probably still going to be an amazing ship if we get it. So lots of cool things to think about, to contemplate on. Guys, this is one of the best road aheads we've ever gotten. It's one of the most robust things. We finally have kind of a direction that CG is going. We don't know anything big that they're working on specifically, but Galactic Legends and new kits and Clone Wars stuff. I bet we're going to get a Cody rework too, because Cody is part of the Lightside Territory Battle Phase 2 mission that we can't beat right now. No one, some people can beat it if they have Relic 7 on everyone, and it's just like hugely RNG anyways. So, and you have to switch mods. Like, that they need to change something. So that being said, guys, this has gone on long enough. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about any of this. Would love to hear it. So once again, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails.